This is the Nairobi National Park in Kenya. The giraffe you see here is not the common giraffe though. It is called the Rothschild Giraffe and it is critically endangered. We are at the Rothschild Giraffe Breeding Center. One of the differences between the Rothschild giraffe and the common Maasai giraffe is in the pattern on their bodies, the regular versus irregular designs.
So my name is Zaccues Njori. I'm an intern at the Giraffe Center. The giraffes are all one species of giraffes, but they are divided into 9 different subspecies. So in Kenya, you cannot see all the 9 different subspecies. You can only see three of the main. Among the 3, the most common is known as the reticulated giraffe. For them, you'll find them up north in a place known as like Samburu, Marsabit. Those are the places you can see the reticulated giraffe. The second most common is the Maasai giraffe. For the Maasai, they come from the southern part of Kenya. For example, Maasai Mara, Nairobi National Park, Amboseli. Those are the places you can see the Maasai. And last but not least are the giraffes we have in here, Rothschild. Rothschild giraffe, they come from the western part of Kenya. For them, unfortunately, they are critically endangered and their numbers are really low. That is why this center was opened and tasked with one task. Actually two. One, conserving them by the way of looking after them and educating the public. Secondly, breeding them. So what we do here, this is a breeding center where we breed the giraffes, then reintroduce them back to the wild so that they can go and improve the population. And actually that has been going on for more than 40 years and the numbers have improved from 130 to more than 2,000. So we can say the efforts are quite good. Yeah. The efforts are quite great.
Good success.
Yeah. No, I'm a student of wildlife management. I'm an intern, so I've been here for only 2 months. 2 months.
Oh, this is internship.
This is internship, but my studies at school is all about wildlife management. So I know about the animals, I know about the giraffes since before I came here, since at school.
Oh,
Yeah.
the school, the total education is on wildlife management.
The total education is all about wildlife management, the animals themselves, their habitat, the communities living around them, what they need in resources terms. That is it.
Fantastic.
All about it.
Fantastic. How
Yeah.
many years?
4 years. 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And when did you come here?
So I came here 1.5 months ago. So this is my 2nd month.
Uh-huh. What is the difference between learning here
Yeah.
and learning in the school?
In the school. Oh, there is a total big difference. First of all, I have been studying in theoretical parts on how to manage the animals. So now when I'm here, I have to manage them in real life. I have to take care of what water they drink, the pellets that we have been feeding the giraffes. I have to look at the size, know how much they need and how much is too much. Also another thing, I need to take care of them in the terms of supplements like salts. For example, the giraffe over there known as Daisy, she just went to lick a salt
This
bar.
one, yeah.
Yeah, she's licking a salt bar that we put in that container because they need the supplement for the salt. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And another important thing, I need to manage the habitat.
Their habitat, yeah.
Yeah, I need to manage their home very carefully to avoid their home being harmful to them.
Yeah.
So at school, I study that only in theoretical parts, but in here, I get to do it physically.
So how many of the internees are here with you?
Oh, so the fun fact is that this place is quite a great learning experience for us because they only take guides who are only interns. So every guide you have seen in here is an intern. So all of us are still in school. We have come here for the learning experience.
And you've been in school for 4 years.
For 4 years.
But when did it happen to you when you decided that, or you felt that I'll only talk only do wildlife and nothing else.
Yeah.
When
So-
who told you that?
So first of all, I took a course known as electrical engineering. That was my first course. And when I got to school after 1 year of studies, I discovered I was really bad at engineering. I'm not good with my hands. I cannot fix anything. So although my grades were quite great to do an engineering course, I saw that engineering was not good for me. And I started looking for something else that I can do. In the process of doing that, I went back home. And my home is a place where we have a lot of animals around. We live around the Amboseli National Park. So when I went there and saw we had a big problem of lions escaping from Amboseli, getting to our homes and killing some of the cattle. So when I saw such a problem, I discovered I can take a course that I can settle a problem that is right at home. So that's when it occurred to me. What we have so much here in Kenya is our nature. So the best course that I can take is all about nature. And that is when I decided to take wildlife management.
Oh,
That is when
I'm very impressed.
Yeah,
I'm
my
very
realization came at that point. Yeah. Per day we do get something for at least for lunch.
Fare.
Yeah, and fare, exactly. For fare. They give us something for remuneration. Yeah.
Plus
And
a
I can say-
certificate at the end of 2 months.
Yeah. Oh, at the end of 3 months, I'll get a certificate, yes, and a very important certificate, a recommendation. When I'm looking for a job, maybe at the company where my friend works, I will come with that recommendation showing that I one day worked at Giraffe Center, and either I do a good job or a bad job. They'll be the ones who will decide that. So that recommendation paper, I really want.
Makes a difference.
Yeah, makes a very big difference in my studies.
Very good.
So one thing I can tell you about the giraffes, a mature male giraffe can get up to 6 meters in height and weigh up to 2 tons. A mature female can get up to 4.5 meters in height and weigh up to 1.5 tons. That means they are really heavy, and in order to gain this much weight, they need to eat a lot. So in one day, giraffes eat up to 65 kilograms of food, and they're mostly browsers. They like browsing on trees. They don't graze on the grass. Yeah, they browse on the trees. So they need to pick a lot of leaves. So one amazing fact about the giraffes is that they spend almost 90% of the day eating. So in 24 hours, they sleep for only 45 minutes. That's it. They sleep during the day while standing up, eyes wide open. They don't close their eyes. Another amazing fact about the giraffes is the gestation period, pregnancy. For them, the gestation period is around 14 to 17 months, and they give birth to a calf who's already 6 foot tall, and the calf weighs around 60 to 70 kgs. That's so unfortunate for the mom.
That's at birth.
Yeah. And unfortunately for the calf, the mom gives birth while standing up. And you can see the mom is almost 8 foot away from the ground. And the calf has to drop to the ground, and they come out head first. So the thing that hits the ground first is the head and the neck, and that's so unfortunate for them because the mortality rate is really low. The mortality rate is 50%. For every giraffe that survives, another one dies due to that giving birth, and also because most of the predators don't hunt mature giraffes. They hunt young calves and newborn babies. The reason why they don't hunt mature giraffes, they know that mature giraffes can easily kill them. A kick from a mature giraffe, one kick, can easily kill any predator, because for them they have very strong bones for the femur and the tibia bones. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
This is a warthog.
For the warthogs, we didn't introduce them. They naturally followed the giraffes in here because even out in the wild, they're quite close friends. We can say the warthogs know that the giraffes are much taller than them, and they have very good eyesight. They can see 2 kilometers away. So in case they see an enemy approaching, the giraffes will start running. It will be a signal to the warthogs. You should also start moving. Unfortunately for the warthogs, the memory span plays them a bit of a trick. Their memory span is only 60 seconds. So most of the time they'll run for only 60 seconds and they'll forget where they are running. And maybe the lion might find them there and end up killing them. So that's why they were named. Have you watched the movie Lion King?
Yes.
Do you remember they were known as Pumbaa? So Pumbaa is the short form of a Swahili word that is said Pumbavu, which means stupid. So the producers of the movie named the animal stupid. Yeah.
The breeding center is obviously very popular. Feeding the giraffe makes you feel closer to the animal. The interns are there to answer your questions. There is also a very interesting museum in the premises.
Are you so good at feeding